Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Here's Burrow to throw right away.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And as talented as he is, you know he's going to see a lot of footballs coming his way in this one. They want to get him involved. And here, they were hoping for something right out of the gate, but that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Wide 80 shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 11 empty. Big 13. Big 13. 180.
They go play action with Burrow. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
11, Thomas.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Again, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Come on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Maguire to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
2nd down. Intended for Obunde Gadsden. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Looking to throw. Maguire. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bengals drive about to get going. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Second and 10.
12, 12, 12. It's just fast.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Another good throw there on what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-7.
Bengals 7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The left side taken in by Pittman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. A big completion there against double coverage. And, Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for. That's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. The Bengals at 4-10 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end here. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
11 empty. Here we go.
He'll give it here to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go. Can.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they come up now second and goal.
MT tape. 11 MT tape. Turbo shot.
Brown once more. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown Bengals. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking in the front of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Back to throw. McGuire. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On the set.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Crack all 80.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, set.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondé Gadsden from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 17-14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Down at the 31.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, here we go. What?
This is Brown going up the middle.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bengals have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
First down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. McGuire.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
1-1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
11 and 180. Stop. Stop.
Burrow from his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't, but for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
Taking it about the 16.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Maguire. He finds his man complete. It's Griffin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Maguire. He finds his man complete. That's Griffith. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
The 13-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
On first down, it's Hampton. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Maguire. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Come on. Hey.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 5.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here we go. Now
Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Third down.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Right, 80. 12.
They're going to look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This will be fielded at the 17. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
25-yard line.
Second and 11. Throw left side, completion to Rice.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and
Operating from the gun. McGuire. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
Fielded at about the 28.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
at their own 34-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Come on, come on. Hey. 60 biceps, 60 biceps.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Hampton.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bengals will have a first and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Gun.
They defer to Brown to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McGuire. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Maguire. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 17.
Down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Maguire.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And it's caught.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Let's go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 33, Bengals 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go. 180. Lights up. Start.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 59 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Can. 12, 12, 12. Start.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
11.
Bengals first down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 19-yard line.
11 mighty. Start.
Burrow on play action.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Start. 11 Thomas. 180. 180. Start.
An inside give, Brown. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. Say hi. 180.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 13 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 2.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. will step aside.
Off play action. Aguirre. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Okay, break. Ready.
Inside handoff, Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Aguirre. And his throw here is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Aguirre. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 180. Back. 11 empty. 11 empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. Dot.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Dot. Right, 80. Right, hot. 11, 18, 10. 11, 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11, MT, tape. Let's get set. 180. Dot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180. 11. Dot.
Handing it off to Brown. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
One, ready?
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Here we go. Turbo's hot. Dot.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Get up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. McGuire throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. McGuire. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 19, 18.